Hi friends, this is Manu Pratap and Murali talking to you from India. I'm here to talk about the importance of motivating students. Why should we motivate students? Or why is it so important for teachers to think about motivating their students all the time? This is a very important question that all of us ask quite often. As teachers, we have great responsibility to facilitate learning. Learning takes place only when the teacher motivates the learners. In other words, learners believe the teacher's energetic appeal and orientation and task introduction and even jokes when they are struggling to complete their tasks could really help them to do things better. That's why we say every hour of your class should have one or two jokes. You should make the class quite live. If the class is not live, there is not fun learning moment or fun learning experience, and it's not going to really work out well because they enjoy learning whatever they're learning. Is it possible to create a learning environment without really looking into the kind of feeling that they have while they learn? So please remember, a learner's learning mood is quite important. That is why I often say to majority of the teachers, especially in my teacher education programs which I conduct across the country and online to all over the world, I tell them, hey, this is the greatest opportunity you have to influence your students. So you will have to influence them positively about the kind of learning strategies you advocate. How do you do it? You cannot really influence them directly. Instead, you could prefer to tell them, how did you pick up learning something? How did you really read newspapers, for example? I would often say, see, I used to read newspapers every morning. And then there is a column there on jokes. So I would try to, read the SMS joke of the day and tell them, this is the joke. And I would suggest them to do the same. So I would say this is the finest moment in life to come to terms with how to learn, what to learn, when to learn, where to learn, etc. With whom to learn. And learning is a continuous process, a process which cannot be stopped or halted by a course or a course completion. Because you finish a course, you don't really acquire all the skills you require because you need to really continuously enhance your skills, strategize your learning, identify the learning difficulties you have, then you become better. So I would say learning to prosper, learning to maximize your learning potential, or learning to understand the strategies of how to master the language can really be the best only when the learners feel happy about it. They feel one with the teacher to learn certain things on their own. So that is going to be the primary responsibility of the teacher. The teacher has to really understand how to motivate the learners, how to make the learners do things better. So there are several opportunities for teachers to do so. Even if there is a little learning progress, acknowledge it, appreciate it, recognize it. And then you don't need to compare it with the other learners. Please don't do that. The majority of the teachers sometimes do that. I would suggest them not to really compare them now. Instead, you could compare the learning processes, or rather you can suggest certain best learning processes that others make use of, or learning strategies that they make use of. Right? Provide learning solutions. Listen to their learning difficulties. Right? Record their learning difficulties. Reflect on it. And make sure your guidance and counseling can help them to overcome those learning difficulties in future. So that is my absolute suggestion for you. So guidance, counseling, strategic learning solutions, continuous learner motivation, and then customizing the learning inputs are really important for today's second language classroom, especially when we are online. So most of these online classrooms could be very interesting places for students, interesting spheres for students to explore several new areas of knowledge and skills, only if we understand all these important criteria. I hope this has been quite useful to you. In case you need to talk to me in this regard, please call me. at 9600954822. Those of you from other countries, visit me at www.mangalaprataban.com. That is MANGALAPRATHABAN.com. You can also visit me at www.thinksmarttoday.com. That is THINKSMARTTODAY.com. You can also visit me at fluencycenter.org. That's www.fluencycenter.org. Wish you all success. Have a great day. Enjoy the day. Please motivate your students every day. Bye bye. See you.